Right, have you ever jumped into a taxi and thought, would I still do this if it was driverless? Well, your wish could come true because Uber is introducing driver-free cars and they're going to be in London next year.
So, we're asking this morning, would you really trust a completely driverless car? And are they the future? Well, joining us now is motoring journalist Quentin Willson and political commentator David Moore. Good to see you this morning, gentlemen. Quentin, let's start with you. Would you trust a driverless car?
It's a good question, and we'll have to wait until the technology really does get up to speed. But they are all over the world now. I mean, China just released 16,000 licenses for driverless pilots. They've got driverless HGVs over there. We've got them in America. We've got them in Japan, UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. They are here and they are happening. I think consumers will need to trust them, and that will take some time. But the biggest bounty of driverless cars is that the thousands of lives they will save, because technically they will be better than humans at driving.
That's the thing, I suppose, David. I mean, machines are less likely to make mistakes, are they not?
Well, this is exactly the point. This is a really dangerous precedent we're seeing here. We're telling people to just give up on the driving wheel, tell the taxi drivers to lose their jobs, all for the sake of AI. AI and assist systems are supposed to help us and assist us, not to take over our lives. Imagine the regulations involved, the government regulations that will restrict people's movements, tell them where they can and can't go. This is a slippery slope, not just for regulations, but for driver safety as well. Let people have the joy of driving, the road trips, the taxi drivers that assist us to where we need to go, instead of letting this frankly ridiculous direction go forward.
David, you hit upon a lovely word there, joy. And I think you and Quentin, sure, you have to agree with this as a car lover, as a car enthusiast. They're taking the joy away from being behind that steering wheel.
But nobody's going to force people to drive in driverless cars. I mean, we'll all be driving our own cars if we want to. But you've got to remember there's a huge body of people out there now who don't drive. Younger people aren't learning to drive. Older people get intimidated by the roads. And for them, this is a really important thing. And look, we mustn't stop the march of technology because we think it erodes our freedom. This will create lots more jobs and lots more economic activity. And that really important critical issue about saving lives is why we need to develop this technology like other countries, because if we don't, we get left behind.
David?
Technology has to respect the right of individuals. And ultimately, the march of technology shouldn't be this authoritarian march where our individual rights are infringed upon. And not just individual rights, but the rights of businesses. We're talking London black cab drivers are just being told, okay, well, your time's up, time for driverless vehicles. This is going to affect our culture. It's going to affect our rights. And like I say, it's the joy of driving. Let's keep it.
Gosh, I'm just thinking, Quentin, what must it be like? You get into that car, you open the door, you sit down, there's no one else there. Do you speak into a microphone? Do you press a button as to where you go? Was it all pre-arranged in advance? Can you then change anything if you wanted to on the way? Can you have a debate about, no, you shouldn't go down this street, you can go straight on here, whatever? Culturally, it'll be hugely different for us.
Look, don't worry, those wonderful black cab drivers for whom I have a boundless respect will carry on ferrying us all over London for years and years and years. This isn't, and I think it's really important to stress this isn't something that's compulsory. It's a technological move forward. It will help us as a society, but we will all be able to drive our cars and change gear and do all those brum noises for the 50 years.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you both very much indeed. Vav vroom.
Thank you.